Liverpool sends scouts to observe the £100 million machine who could be the next Stevie G. Attention fans. Liverpool ready to pay €60 million for the transfer of the incredible midfield maestro. Liverpool expected to shell out £80 million for young Premier League midfielder. A warm welcome to all Reds fans. Check out now the latest updates from the greatest club in the world. According to renowned journalist Fabrizio Romano, Liverpool has intensified its monitoring of Morgan Rogers, the 22-year-old Aston Villa forward, sending scouts to closely follow his performance. However, the Reds are not alone in this race. Chelsea has also shown strong interest in the player, increasing competition for his signing. Despite the pressure, Aston Villa is unwilling to sell its young star. Rogers has been a key player in Unai Emery's tactical setup this season, standing out for both his offensive impact and versatility on the pitch. The growing interest from Manchester United recently revealed a market estimate for the player, around £68 million. However, former player and commentator Gabby Agbonlahor believes this value underestimates the true potential of the athlete. According to Agbonlahor, Rogers is worth at least £100 million, comparing his playing style to Jude Bellingham and Yaya Toure, elite players with great influence on matches. Rogers was signed by Aston Villa in February 2024 from Middlesbrough for £15 million. Since then, the young forward has played 66 matches for the club, scoring 17 goals and providing 14 assists. He began to shine in the Premier League in the second half of the 2023-24 season, but it was in 2024-25 that he established himself as one of the league's top players, with 27 goal contributions in 50 games. Beyond impressive numbers, SofaScore data highlights his influence on the field. In the current Premier League season, Rogers has created 13 big chances, averages 1.8 successful dribbles per game, and wins 4.6 duels per match. His offensive dynamism and tactical intelligence have made him a valuable asset for Villa, with the ability to play in multiple attacking roles and even as an attacking midfielder. His physical and technical profile is often compared to a young Steven Gerrard, especially in the way he transitions between midfield and attack with power and vision. Such versatility makes him an ideal candidate for the playing style Arne Slot aims to implement at Liverpool, the so-called slot ball. Rogers could be the missing piece to complete the midfield and elevate the Reds' performance to the next level. Still, Aston Villa faces an obstacle: compliance with the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules, PSR. Regardless of a possible Champions League qualification, the Midlands club may need to consider selling some valuable assets this summer. In this context, the name Harvey Elliott has also come up. Valued at £50 million, the young Liverpool player could be sold after an underwhelming season in which he failed to secure a starting spot. Should that happen, it would open the door for the arrival of a player like Rogers. With talent, stats, and immense potential, Morgan Rogers is undoubtedly a name to keep a close eye on in the upcoming transfer windows. Liverpool is considering a strong bid of up to €60 million for the signing of Angelo Stiller, a Stuttgart midfielder who has emerged as one of the Bundesliga's breakout stars. At 24 years old, Stiller is solidifying himself as one of the best midfielders in Europe outside the circle of traditional elite clubs, and his meteoric rise has caught the attention of continental giants, including the Reds, who are closely tracking his progress. According to Spanish outlet Fichajes, the Merseyside club is willing to invest heavily to secure the German services, even though an official offer has not yet been made. Liverpool's management sees Stiller as an ideal fit for the style of play that new head coach Arne Slot intends to implement at Anfield. The decision now centers on whether or not to formalize this interest. Stuttgart manager Sebastian Hoeneß is one of Stiller's biggest fans, describing him as incredible in an interview with Kicker magazine. As a central midfielder, he has exceptional strategic skills. He reads the game, dictates tempo from the sixth position, and has an extraordinary left foot. He also knows how to deliver precise passes to the more offensive players. Furthermore, caught offside columnist Christian Falk had previously compared Stiller's style to Barcelona's philosophy, reinforcing the idea that he is a rare and increasingly valued talent in the European market. Despite growing interest, questions remain about whether Liverpool really needs to reinforce the midfield right now. The squad already includes solid names like Alexis McAllister, Ryan Gravenberch, and Dominik Szoboszlai, all with good performances this season. In addition, players like Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott provide depth and flexibility. In this scenario, the arrival of Stiller could create a surplus of options, unless major departures are also in the club's summer plans. Still, given Stiller's talent and tactical profile, it's understandable that Liverpool is carefully evaluating the possibility of securing a player who could elevate the squad, especially during the transition to a new philosophy under Slot's leadership. The transfer window promises to be eventful, and Angelo Stiller is certainly a name that will remain on the radar of top clubs, with Liverpool currently leading the race. Do you think Angelo Stiller would be a good addition to Liverpool's midfield, or is the squad already complete in that position? According to information revealed by Team Talk, Liverpool has identified Adam Wharton, a young Crystal Palace midfielder, as a top target for the upcoming transfer window. At 21 years old, Wharton has emerged as one of the brightest prospects in English football, attracting interest not only from the Reds, but also from giants like Manchester City and Manchester United. After winning the Premier League title under Arne Slot, Liverpool is already planning its title defense for next season. Slot surprised the English football scene by securing the trophy in his first campaign, despite having made only one significant signing: Federico Chiesa, who was limited to just 4 league appearances due to physical issues. Despite recent success, signs indicate that the behind-the-scenes activity at Anfield won't be quiet this summer. Part of the club's limited transfer activity at the start of last season was due to the failed attempt to sign Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. That failed deal forced Ryan Gravenberch to play in the number 6 role, a position unfamiliar to him, which he took on with admirable poise. Now, Liverpool wants a natural specialist for that position, and Wharton is seen as the ideal name. However, prying him away from Crystal Palace won't be easy. The London club is fully aware of the talent it holds and is not willing to consider offers below £80 million. Wharton is under contract with the Eagles until 2029 and importantly has no release clause, giving Palace full control over his future. This firm stance from Palace has been seen in previous negotiations, such as Newcastle United's attempt to sign centre-back Mark Guehi. The club has shown it's willing to reject offers below their valuation, even at the risk of missing out on immediate sales. According to 442, Arne Slot deserves the opportunity to make major investments in this window after delivering a domestic title with virtually no spending. If that doesn't earn him the right to strengthen the squad, what will? While £80 million is a considerable amount, future evaluations could turn this into a bargain. Wharton's rise has been compared to names like Declan Rice and Moises Caicedo, both sold for over £100 million. Currently, Transfermarkt values Wharton at €35 million, reinforcing the idea that his price will likely rise over time and with more England call-ups. Liverpool, set to face Chelsea this weekend as the Premier League resumes, is well aware of the need to remain competitive on all fronts. A signing like Adam Wharton would not only ensure midfield stability, but also represent a strategic investment for the future. Thank you very much for watching until the end. See you next time.